Hi and welcome to Silver Soul Tarot. I'm being called to do a love reading, so let's do that, shall we? So, yeah, we'll use the Romance and Love Oracle, the Crimson Kiss, and then the Crystal Visions tarot deck, because we seem to be getting some good messages from that deck today. So, let's crack on, shall we? First of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jo. If you are a returning viewer, great to see you again. Please subscribe. If you are a subscriber, much love to you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's take a couple of these, shall we? So one's already come flying out and it says wedding. Taking your relationship to the next level, one step at a time. Okay, let's just bring it up so you can see it. And the next card out is attraction. You are attracting the right person at the right time into your life. So who you're attracting may very well be leading to a wedding. It could be your twin flame soulmate connection, so that you can have that happy ever after. And let's see what the Crimson Kiss Oracle has to say, shall we? Oh, no, not that one then. But let's go with that one. Velvet. You find your sanctuary. Love grows, creating security and warmth. Exactly. You've got this real nice, divinely guided, beautiful love connection coming in. Let's go for the Crystal Visions, shall we? Oh, we've got a couple. So you've got a tower coming out. So don't forget, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic. The towers happen for us, not to us. They're there to shake you up, give you a bit of inspiration and get you moving. Okay, it's just there to illuminate to you what you need to change, what needs to be, cast into the ocean and what you need to keep hold of. So don't panic when you see the tower. You've got the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so this tower moment, this moment of realization, this moment of transformation, it could be helping you decide where it is you want to place your energy, where you want to invest your time, money, finances, whatever it might be, even person. Okay, now the Seven of Pentacles is waiting for your harvest, but it is also at the same time thinking about where you want to place your energy. You know, do you want to be putting a lot of time and effort into this tiny little pentacle? Let me bring it up so you can actually see it. You know, this tiny little pentacle over here on the left, or do you want to make this pentacle bigger? The pentacle just merely represents an investment. It doesn't have to be financial specifically. Maybe you've been investing in yourself. You know, maybe you've been, you're attracting the right person because maybe you've just been like sorting it out, working on yourself in whatever way you've been working on yourself. Ooh, the three of that was the Three of Cups there, so there is some celebration here. It was just there was an awful lot of cards. You've got the Ten of Swords. In order to get the new, you've got to let go of the old. So maybe that's what the Tower's here to tell you. That, some things are just dead, done and over with. Dead, done and done with. Like, there's cycles that just 333 when I say this. There's cycles that just need to be finished and you just need to stop putting that energy into. Okay, so there's that pentacle that it's just not worth putting that energy into. Just push it off to the side and put the time and energy into something else. Yourself. So you've got the High Priestess, clearly the priestess of the deck, so it's very spiritual. There is a intuitiveness to this card, being very aware of spirituality in that sense. Signs, synchronicities, maybe you're seeing numbers, repeating numbers. I think we might take an angel number card. Let's take an angel number card in a minute. At the end and just see if it helps tie up this reading. So yeah, maybe this is something you feel it coming is probably a good way of looking at it. The Ace of Swords. Okay, well this is you're attracting the right person in because you've changed something, changed a mentality. The way you look at the world, the way you look at yourself, the way you look at romance. The way you look at what it is you want, where you want your security and warmth to come from. The type of person you normally deal with. Maybe you had a bit of a tower moment around you know, your normal type, and then something happened and you're like, do you know what? I'm going to look outside of my normal type because it's clearly not working for me. Right, so we had 3 cards come out. Let's honour it. It's far too many with the others. You got the 2 of Pentacles, about finding balance. So yeah, what have you been working on? What have you been, you know, things you're letting go so you can get the new in. And that's what you got to do. You got to find that balance. But it's a constant thing. It's not just a one-time thing. The 3 of Wands is about sitting on the sidelines. Are you putting those intentions out into the world? Are you waiting for your ships to come back in? With this card, I always see it's, you know, you're shining your heart light out to the world. You've been putting out what it is that you've wanted. You've been clear about it. You've maybe even been manifesting. Maybe you've been writing things down. But when it comes to love, you've been like, no, this is what I want. This is the type of person I want. You know, this is the morals I want them to have. This is the boundaries I want them to have. Yada, 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 yada. The devil. Be careful, the devil is always on your shoulder, waiting to pull you back. Now, these are addictions, restrictions, codependencies. Maybe it's things you're just not willing to let go of yet. And there's fine, you know, it's fine. It's a process. Like I say, this is constantly changing. You need to move energy from one pentacle to another, and you know, life gets in the way. I get that. You sometimes even have to change your thought pattern, or you know, you get a moment of truth or clarity coming in. I think the next moment of truth or clarity is going to be quite significant, and it's going to really help you move forward. But don't forget, he's always in the background, just waiting to pull you back down. So just be very aware of what it is and honest with yourself as to what it is that might be holding you back. You know, the ways of thinking, or you know, things, cycles that you do. But you're clearly on the right track because you're attracting in someone. You've got the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so that sense of feeling left out in the cold. You know, you can't quite see the woods for the trees. But you are almost there. And I say almost there because the 5 of Pentacles, whether it's in the original deck where you've got the church, you know, in the stained glass window, you know, you've only just got to go around the corner and you've made it to a place of safety. You can go in out of the cold and you can warm up, eat, sleep, yeah, whatever. And the same for these 2. She's just got to leave that pentacle behind because there's 4 behind her. She's just got to get up and get moving and get around that tree, and you see that warming light just sort of inviting her in. Okay, let's take a couple more. So you're almost there. It's coming in because you've been setting these, you know, you've been very clear in what it is that you want. You've been honest with yourself. Maybe you've been receiving some truth, some clarity. But there's definitely this sense of like, you're right on the precipice of this love coming in. There's been some sadness and disappointment with the 5 of Cups. Yep, it's okay to mourn these 3 cups, or maybe this Tower moment will bring in a sense of mourning as you have to leave behind these things. You know, they're dead, done and over with. But you haven't lost everything. You've still got these 2 cups here in the background. I like to think of them as your knowledge and your wisdom. Yeah, you might lose some of these material things, but you don't lose everything. Actually, if anything, you walk away far wiser and far more knowledgeable. The Queen of Wands, yeah, just be in your power. There's your, you know, your attractiveness, your confidence. That's what you're attracting with, is that I don't give a shit energy. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not gender specific, it is only energy specific. So just being confident and having clear, healthy boundaries will just help bring in what it is you do actually want. We've got 2 cards, so let's go with it. You've got the 2 of Wands. The world is at your feet. What do you want? Who do you want? You know, do you want to go out and meet them? Do you want them to come to you? Do you go to the gym? You know, what, you know, but it's also the planning stage, okay? So what next? It's okay to, you know, be calling in your romantic partner, but then what do you do with it once it's there? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to call it and want it and ask for it, but what do you do with it once you get it? Page of Swords. It could be coming in via social media, or you've met someone on social media or online in some to some degree or another. Could be online dating, I don't know. you know, but there's definitely this sense of clearing the air, of being truthful. Pages are messengers, so you could be getting a message coming in, some sense of clarity around what it is that you've been calling in. Or just be a bit more confident online, maybe take some new pictures, you know, keep the profile clean and fresh, so to speak. You know, like maybe this is something you've been online for a little while, you've had your Tinder or whatever profile for a little while, and you're like, you know, yeah, give it a freshen up, give it an update, because there could be some victory there. You'll start getting noticed, you'll start attracting someone in. I'm going to pop that, I'll pop that there so we can still see it. Yeah, so definitely keep things fresh, not just for yourself, but for whatever it is you're trying to attract in. You are doing the right thing, let me make that clear. You're definitely not doing anything wrong here. I want to close out this reading, but I don't want to use my normal deck. What do I want to use? Let me think. I paused that on 11:11. I was going to get an angels one, wasn't I? Hold on, I'll get those in a minute. I forgot I was going to do that, but let's. I felt called towards the angels and aura, so we'll take one of these and then we'll grab the angel hours deck. Communication, expression, accuracy, expression, intimacy and honesty. So this person who you're attracting in, it could be coming in with a communication. You might be getting a ping on your phone, you know, your cell phone, your mobile phone, whatever, wherever you're watching this in the world. There's definitely some, you know, little whispers coming in, like, hi, how are you? You know, someone kind of quite unexpected, you know, very quiet, reserved, maybe coming in and having a little chat, and you know, that's where love blooms. But with the velvet card there, it's certainly somewhere, like looking at where it says like expression, something where you're going to be very safe and you'll be able to express yourself. I wonder if that's someone in the past here hasn't felt like they could express themselves in a relationship. Maybe it's a friendship. For some of you, it could be a friendship, taking the next step up. You know, you see them for who they are, or they see you for who you are, but there's definitely there's definitely going to be a message coming in, or some sort of a talk. It might seem like a little whisper at first. We've got 0404, bring structure and order to your life. Seeing the angel hour 0404 is an invitation to assess your goals and make plans for that realization. Break down your aspirations into simple steps and take consistent actions towards them. The angels are guiding you to trust in your abilities and stay dedicated to your path. There's your now what, you know, you make your plans and keep attracting, because whatever it is you're doing it right, but you just need to stay consistent, okay? I'm going to say they're the two messages out of this card I'm going to take. Stay consistent, because what you're doing is attracting in the right person, whatever, yeah, start making plans, even start making plans for it coming in, because it's coming in. I'm going to leave it there and say thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.